Welcome, 7th graders. This is Miss Maya Talks podcast, and I'm Miss Maya. Today we're talking all about cellular respiration, so let's get to it. Respiration. You've been hiking all morning and you are hungry. You get out the sandwich you packed and begin munching. What does your body need food for? What is respiration? Food supplies your body with glucose, an energy-rich sugar. Cellular respiration is the process by which cells obtain energy from the glucose. During cellular respiration, cells break down the sample food molecules such as sugar and release the energy that they contain. Storing and releasing energy. Energy stored in cells is something like money in a savings account. During photosynthesis, plants capture energy from the sunlight and save it in the form of glucose, including sugars and starches as well. Similarly, when you eat, you add to your body's energy savings account. When cells need energy, they withdraw it by breaking down the glucose and carbohydrates in a process called cellular respiration. Breathing and respiration. The term respiration has two meanings. You probably used it to mean breathing, that is, moving air in and out of your lungs. To avoid confusion, the respiration process that takes place inside your cells is something called cellular respiration. Breathing brings oxygen, which is usually necessary for cellular respiration in your lungs. The two stages of cellular respiration. Like photosynthesis, cellular respiration is a two-stage process. The first stage takes place in the cytoplasm of the organism's cells. There, molecules of glucose are broken down into smaller molecules. Oxygen is not involved, and only a small amount of energy is released here. The second stage of cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria. There, the small molecules are broken down into even smaller molecules. These chemical reactions require oxygen, and they release a great deal of energy. This is why the mitochondria are sometimes called the powerhouse of the cell. Two other products of respiration are carbon dioxide and water. These products diffuse out of the cell. In most animals, the carbon dioxide and some of the water leave the body during exhalation, or breathing out. Thus, when you breathe in, you take in oxygen, a raw material or reactant for respiration. And when you breathe out, you release carbon dioxide and water, which are products of respiration. The cellular respiration equation. Although cellular respiration occurs in a series of complex steps, the overall process can be summarized in an equation. Glucose, C6H12O6, plus oxygen, 6 molecules of O2, arrow, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, plus 6 molecules of water, H2O, plus energy. Notice the raw materials or reactants for respiration are sugar and oxygen. Plants and other organisms that undergo photosynthesis make their own sugar. The glucose in the cells of animals and other organisms comes from the food they consume. The oxygen used in respiration comes from the air or water surrounding the organism. Comparing photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Do you notice anything familiar about the equation for cellular respiration? You're quite right if you said that it is the exact opposite of the equation for photosynthesis. This is an important point. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water are used to produce sugars and oxygens. During cellular respiration, the sugar, glucose, and oxygen are used to produce carbon dioxide and water. Photosynthesis and respiration can be thought of as opposite processes. Together, these two processes form a cycle that keeps the levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide fairly constant in Earth's atmosphere. Fermentation. Some cells are able to obtain energy from food without using oxygen. For example, some single-celled organisms live where there is no oxygen, such as deep in the ocean or in the mud of lakes or swamps. These organisms obtain their energy through fermentation, an energy-releasing process that does not require oxygen. Fermentation provides energy for cells without using any oxygen. The amount of energy released from each sugar molecule during fermentation, however, is much lower than the amount released during cellular respiration.